So hey there. So I'm looking through channels, trying to find some new cool channels to sub to, and I find missmonoxide247, and she's doing a contest. So hey there, it's Aaron, and I really like the questions, and so I made it my next video, and actually I wrote the questions out of my Galaxy here to make sure that I got them right, and I wanted to make sure that my questions were not answers were unique. So let's go with number one. So you asked, what film character do I resemble? That's probably the hardest of all the questions that you could ask me. But I'll give you an answer. And Tintin. Yeah. Without the beard. Or say Tintin. See, if it was a film character, what is the Tintin and Captain Haddock's love child? But I'm gonna go with the character that I almost went in as Halloween for 1 year, and Tintin. Tintin, and I guess if he grew a beard and went incognito for one of his like many missions or reporting that he did. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with the Tintin answer. I know it's unusual, but it's what movie character do I resemble? Honestly, I couldn't really think of anybody, but Tintin fits. It's something I heard before when I was younger too. What would I name a film I directed? This was actually really hard as well. When I first thought of, my cat's going to jump up any second now. When I thought of what film name I could give, my tea's all gone. Something stood out. Excuse me. I'll be right back so I don't choke here. And I'm back. Thankfully I didn't choke in the whole thing there. But anyway, what would I name a film I directed? I just came back from Morocco, and it was definitely a life-changing experience for me. But if you want to know what I would name a film I directed, Essaouira. That's if you've seen Othello or Game of Thrones Season 3, then you've seen Essaouira, because that's where those were filmed. And I went there recently. It's very much a surf community, a very laid back and very different feel. When I'm in the city part in Morocco, I was very on guard. It was my first time there, and you worry about stuff, and it's a new culture. I loved it, but I had my kids, so I was on guard. But in Essaouira, everything was like a different vibe. And if I was going to name a movie, I'd call it that. Because I would want one. Let's get into my next question. But I'd want to make sure the movie had a different vibe, had a different something you could feel safe, or you could think you feel safe going into. I make a lot of horror, so maybe it would be feel safe at first. But yeah, I call it Essaouira. Movie recommendations. So, are you a horror fan? I'm guessing I just found your channel. And if you know James and Claire, since I see responses there, who are some that I watch a lot. And hey, you're a TNA fan, so you rock. Hail Sabin. Right on. Now I'm really glad I found your channel. I like horror a lot, so I know you're over in England, so I'm guessing you, by the accent, I'm guessing you're in England. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm guessing a lot of the Arrow stuff. But give Scream Factory a chance. You've got a region-free player, Blu-ray player. Scream Factory has some great stuff, but and also I gotta say, my Criterion Collection stuff. So I'm gonna say, Kiss Me Deadly. If you haven't seen it, that's an amazing film. Tunes of Glory with Alec Guinness and Sir Jim Mills, and then Ned the Hunter, which I'm sure you got, And something quirky that you don't have. Makes it a little bit harder. But yeah, those I definitely would recommend, along with Purple Noon, which is the best version of any Mr. Ripley story. And if you know The Talented Mr. Ripley, that is done by the same author that did Strangers on a Train. And Purple Noon was an early film adaptation of The Talented Mr. Ripley with Alain Delon. I would definitely recommend that film. It's have fun with it, and Blowout, of course. You've got it on Arrow out there now. Get the Criterion version if you can get it, if you got a region-free one, because it's a much better edition. And you get an extra film and everything with it. So, is it film? Yeah, you can extra film that one. So, I say those are my recommendations. Hopefully you don't have them all. What is my favorite country to film in? I have two, so I hope that's okay. And that's a tie. So, obviously, I mentioned Morocco before, and I want to do a film. So Morocco is probably one of my top favorite countries that I want to film in. It's just so different, so beautiful, so unique that I would like to take advantage of what's there for filmmaking purposes. My second is England. I've always been an Anglophile, and you can look behind me. You can probably see a load of Doctor Who DVDs and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Hammer, Doctor Who, watched Coronation Street, EastEnders, stuff like that. Where I'm from, we were once part of England. It's Newfoundland and in Canada, and we never got over that. Moving to the Canada part, we've always been Anglophiles, and it's so true actually. That you can go to anybody around here, and we know Doctor Who, we know. So England, I just love the Hammer films. I love the look, I love the Gothic. So if I was going to make something modernish, I may go to Morocco. But if I'm going to do something Gothic, I definitely want to go to England, just to get that feel. And even some of the newer stuff, like Eden Lake, was incredible, and they used the scenery so well in that film. Okay, and this is the easiest question. Is the last one. Which horror movie villain do you resemble, and why? Story time. Back when I was in high school, the Nightmare on Elm Street movies were out. I am or was more than, a slender, average height, blonde guy, and with freakishly long arms. Yeah, and I was a horror fan. Every one of my friends, bar none, there is no exception, and I have no idea why, and I didn't feel good about it when it first happened, dreamt that I stalked them in their dreams and turned into Freddy Krueger. Yeah. So, yeah, younger me, or even me slightly now, I guess, with, again, if you want to shave off the beard, if you want to give Robert Englund the beard, the Freddy Krueger character, I guess, sans the makeup, because he's still a villain when he's killing and molesting kids, and that's probably not the best person that I want to be associated with, but that's who people like dreamt that I turned into. I turned into Freddy Krueger, and because I was just that tall, slender, blonde kid that liked horror and yeah, and resembled England. So it was much taller than me when I found out. Actually, he's 6 feet, something like that. So, yeah, the character that I most resembled, physically, feature-wise, was Robert Englund, or Fred Krueger, as he was called. And since I'm not burnt up, thank God, knock on wood, I'm gonna say Fred Krueger pre-burning. Not so much the Jackie Earl Haley version, but yeah, Fred Krueger pre-burning. And if I needed to get a bearded evil character, then you just have to go something like Bluebeard or something like that. But no, I'm gonna go with the Fred Krueger one. But yeah. So again, love your channel. So glad I found it. This is my contest entry. It's different, and hopefully you like the answers. I wanted to try to do something unique. I wanted to try to think of some answers that people weren't going to use, and just be me. So this is me. I hope you'll check out my channel as well, and looking forward to seeing how the contest goes. Good luck to everybody out there, especially to me. Thanks for the contest. Thanks for making the vids. There's so many up there that I can check out. I want to check out your TNA one. You know, that's the one wrestling I do watch. And I don't get a lot of crossovers with horror wrestling a lot nowadays. But anyway, I gotta say thanks a lot. Hope to see more of your stuff, and I'll be keeping an eye on your channel. I'm about to go watch one of your videos right now, and then I'm going to that's people that watch me now. It's time for tea. Thanks a lot, and this is my contest entry.